Okay, let's do this. Guys, it's 1:15 here. I'm really late for lunch, but I have to make something quick and good. So this is what we're doing today. We ready, folks? Pasta al salmone. Okay, pasta with salmone. The fastest, quickest, most delicious recipe ever. I know I say that about all my recipes, but really, trust me on this one, okay? Trust me on the other ones too. But anyway, I just put my water to boil. And for pasta al salmone, I like using farfalle, the butterfly pasta or the bow tie pasta. Okay, this is all you need. I'm using salmon, smoked salmon. Okay, packaged smoked salmon works, fresh salmon works, any kind of salmon really works. Fresh datterini tomatoes, but very, very little. I'm using this because I need it for another recipe. That's why there's so many here. Philadelphia cream cheese, and whatever pasta you choose to use. Like I said, I'm using bow tie pasta, okay, which are called farfalle, butterflies in Italian. Okay, so basically all we're gonna do now is you prepare this as your water is boiling. That's how quick this recipe is. So my water is about to boil. I'm gonna throw my pasta in there. In the meantime, I'm gonna create my sauce. All right, guys, so what I'm doing now while that water is boiling is I'm trying to, open my package, okay, of salmon. So there's no real, this is all, again, the way you like it. So what I usually do is I just cut it in chunks, like so. Now, keep in mind, smoked salmon is very salty already, so I don't salt my pasta. Okay, so this is ready. First step, cut my salmon. All right, guys, my water is boiling. My frying pan is right here. I'm going to turn that frying pan on. Wow. Okay, I'm going to put a drizzle of oil in the pan. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to put my pasta in the water. Okay, so this is 500 grams. It's basically the rule of thumb for pasta is 100 grams per head. I always put a little bit less because the sauce is nice and thick, so the pasta will kind of like grow. It'll become big, so you're not, 100 grams is a lot. So I'm just putting more or less half a bag. And now this pasta takes 9 minutes, let's say, more or less, to cook. Is that what it says? 9? I can't even read because I don't have my glasses. This says 9 horas. What does it say there? 11 minutes? Where do you see 11? Oh wow, I really need my glasses. Okay, 11? You saw 11 here somewhere for real? Where? Do you have your glasses on? Okay, yes, sorry. So 11 minutes to cook al dente, which means they're gonna be nice in the way we eat our pasta here in Italy, okay? So not overcooked. So what I'm gonna do is at 9 minutes, I'm gonna take that out because I'm gonna flip it and manticare, like we say in Italian, mix it all really well together, okay? So I'm going to set my timer. I'll be right back. All right, folks, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna get a handful of those. All right, and that's it. I don't want too many, okay? And you're gonna let those go for about a minute or so. Okay, and you're gonna constantly keep an eye on your pasta by churning it. Okay, you're gonna raise that heat a little bit. Okay, and then when these have gotten like a nice little, a nice heat to them. I don't know why I'm forgetting how to speak English. When your tomatoes have picked up and they're cooking nicely, you're gonna add your salmon, but your salmon is already, it can be eaten raw. So you just need very, very little time for that. And then you're gonna slowly add the cooking water, but I'll show you how that all works, okay? Stay tuned. All right, guys, so what I'm doing, see my tomatoes have picked up nicely. I'm just gonna add now some cooking water to that. 1 and 2. No salt anywhere, okay? Flip that and let it go for a bit. The The juices are gonna now all seep in, okay? You don't want your tomatoes to be overly cooked. You want them to be nice and tender, okay? So don't make your tomatoes overcooked. What you can do is maybe just spike up the heat a bit, okay? And there you are. And then once it's picked up that boil, okay, lower right down again. Okay, it's almost like a tease. I'm gonna get you to boil, I'm gonna get you to boil, I'm gonna get you all excited, and then bring her right back down again. Okay, good. In the meantime, our pasta's cooking nicely. All right. This is what I want my tomatoes to look like. All right. And I'm gonna bring you to the next step now. I'm just gonna simply plop in my salmon into that tomato mix. I'll be right back. Okay guys, that's it. Just putting my salmon in. Nothing fancy about it. Okay, if all your pieces haven't broken up, don't worry, they will eventually, okay? Done. All right, the pasta's still boiling. It's almost done. My tomatoes have now picked up, and so is my salmon. Now watch the color of the salmon. It's changed because it's pretty much ready. Okay, guys? Now, just gonna play with that a bit. Okay. Now, what I like to do is see the salmon how it's chunky. Okay, so a few pieces, I just give it a pat down. So it kind of like flakes in there eventually. Okay. Now, you say, well, is she going to use the same spoon or this fork for the pasta? Well, hell yeah, why not? Because that, you're not going to keep the flavors separate. Who cares? You can do that, okay? So this is what I want my sauce to look like. Okay. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. All right. Good. Now, we're going to add a little bit more water. I'm going to explain to you why, because what's coming next. All right. So you're going to pick that up. And guess what we're going to add now, folks? The Philadelphia. I'll be right back with that. Okay guys, so now this is going to be subjective on depending on how creamy you want it, okay? So I usually just give it one. People are probably watching say Philadelphia instead of cream. Why? Because it gives it that velvety taste. And two, I don't overdo it, okay? See that? And then you can always add more if you like that. More creamier. All right, I just find that two usually does the trick. Okay, then you're going to put that in there and work it gently. And you're going to bring the heat right down. When I say gently, it's because you don't want to squish everything too much. Okay, mix everything up. Okay. And guess what, folks? Your salmon sauce is done. Okay, you just let that go now slowly on low because I can't imagine we're far away from our, there you go, my alarm just beeped, perfect timing. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your pasta into your frying pan. I'll be back with that, okay? I just have to get my colander, my hand colander. Okay guys, see how you see that nicely bubbling slowly? Okay, you're gonna shut off your pasta. Now your pasta's not 100% cooked yet, but we don't care because this is what we're gonna do now. This pasta has no salt in it. Now, people say, oh my, it's gonna be really tasteless without the salt. But doesn't mean you can't add it after. Okay, but you're gonna see you're not gonna need to. Okay. And the same holds true, by the way, for the Philadelphia. If you see by the time you put this in, it's a little bit too watery, who gives a crap? Just add some Philadelphia, okay? Martha Stewart ain't coming over your house for dinner, so all those little side tricks that you want to maybe incorporate that she might say, oh no, you don't do that. Well, who cares? Do what you feel is right, okay? Now, I'm going to turn this up a bit because I want it, see how it's, okay, I want it to be a little bit more dense, okay? And I've got about 1.5 minute playing time where my pasta is not going to overcook neither. Okay? So, look at that. And in the meantime, this is going to thicken up regardless because the amide, the starch from the pasta, is releasing itself in this cooking process. Okay? So, what do you think, Dan? We want that a little bit creamier for us? Just a tad bit? Alright, so I'm just going to get some more Philly. Okay, just one more nice heaping scoopful, and that's it. Now, you still have your cooking water, guys. You still have your cooking water, which is nice, and look what else you have. Your tomatoes. So you can put some nice extra tomatoes, but not, don't overdo it, okay? There, that stay nice and plump. So you'll feel the ones that are cooked underneath your teeth and the ones that are not so cooked underneath your teeth. Okay, now, what goes really nice with this would be parsley, but I'll have to start picking all the green pieces out for Allegra, and I prefer not to. Okay, so we're not gonna add parsley here, but parsley does give it a nice hit.
Who's Allegra?
Allegra is a child that lives in our house. Okay, look at how creamy that is now, right? And we've exhausted our time because we don't want the pasta to overcook. Okay, guys, the only thing this plate is missing now. So, again, if you are in Italy and you put cheese on this dish, they will kick you out of your house, out of their house. But as one of my besties, Peanut, knows, we don't care what they think. We still like to put parmigiano on fish pasta, like pasta alle vongole, pasta al tonno. So guess what? We do it. And my husband's going like this. No. All right, today I'm not going to do it just to make him happy, but do it if you want, okay, guys? Give it a kick of pepper. Fresh pepper, guys, makes a difference. Okay. I gotta find the word for manticare in English. There's gotta be a proper word. It just doesn't come to me. Tossing it together. Oh wow, smell that. And look at the creaminess, folks. So, what do you think? All right. Et voila. So, answer me this. Who's coming over for lunch? You? Come on over. Guys, buon appetito, piatto pulito. Mwah.